Hi, it's Catherine Tilton here behind the camera, and I'm going to turn you over to Marcy and Gwen, two very talented and brilliant sewing nerds, and they're going to give you a couple of sewing nerd tips.
We're proud geeks, proud sewing geeks, and we're together this weekend making prototypes for a jacket pattern. We talk about a lot of things. This morning, this came up. Gwen is cutting out at the table, and I look over, and she has trimmed the selvage off of the brocade fabric she's working on. Tell them about that.
So as I laid out, I trued up the bottom of the piece of the fabric off the bolt, and I'm trying to lay it out. And the whole side, you'll find this often, that the side where your selvages are pulling up. And there's no way for the fabric to relax or square up if the selvage is there, because the selvage is tighter. So I just trimmed it off, and behold, there it came. The whole piece dropped about 2 inches.
And it was,
makes
amazing.
a difference.
Yeah.
It makes a difference.
So simple and so brilliant.
And I watched her smooth the whole thing out, and then it laid flat without rumbling or kinking.
Yeah.
The other thing we've been talking about is understitching, which if you learn to sew by the rules or even from pattern instructions, which are good but weren't written by God, often infallible, sometimes we eliminate things, and understitching is one of them. So we've both been eliminating understitching in our sewing. Why? If on a jacket edge, I want that edge to be just like not rolled to the inside, but just laying really smooth or soft, because understitching can kind of nail things down and make things more crisp than I really want them.
Right? Or you just don't want to see it. Like I just made a jacket and I wanted the fronts to open. I don't want to look at the understitching, so I put them in there and I took all the understitching out because I didn't like how it looked, and then I repressed. So sometimes it's good to think about what is it you're trying to do and what is the end result you want.
And why are you doing it?
And why.
Do you have to do it?
No.
Yeah.
And did it work? And
Yes.
when it doesn't work, oftentimes I'll cut another sleeve, another front. I've been fussing with this pattern to try and get it laid on the fabric correctly. So it's a never-ending geek world that we're engaged in and having a lot of fun with.
Yes.
And hope you're having fun today, sewing or whatever you're doing.
We're having a great snowed-in weekend. Happy sewing from MarcyTilton.com.